Hello students, today we are going to discuss the working of an electric motor. Listen children, this electric motor is a rotating device that converts electric energy to mechanical energy. So energy conversion in electric motor is electric energy to mechanical energy or electrical energy to mechanical energy. Now, working principle. When a current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field, it experiences a force. This force causes the conductor to move. Direction of this force is given by Fleming's left hand rule. Listen children, now we can discuss the parts in an electric motor. Here you can see A, B, C, D, that is a rectangular coil of insulated copper wire that is placed between the poles of a magnet. Then you can see the end A of the coil is connected to a split ring P there. Then the other end D is connected to split ring. The split ring means its outer part is conducting part. It can conduct, but it's inside that is insulated and that is fixed with an axle. This axle can move freely there. Then children, here you can see X and Y, these two are the conducting brushes. Here you can see X is in contact with P and Y is in contact with Q. They can conduct, conducting brushes can conduct. Then this is connected to a key and a battery. All these are the parts of an electric motor. Listen children, if this key is closed, what will happen? Current can pass from positive terminal to negative terminal of the battery. Listen children here. Listen, from positive terminal to X, P, then to A, B, C, D, then to this Q, then Y, then to the negative terminal of the battery. So what is the direction of current? Here the direction of current in the coil from X to then ABCD, then to Y, then to the negative terminal of the battery. Listen here, you can see arrows here. It gives us the direction of current. Here you can see AB. Here it is the direction of current from A to B, but in CD that is opposite to the direction of current in AB. You can see the direction of current in CD is from C to D. Children, you know when current is passing through a conductor, what will happen? Magnetic field will be produced. Then you know if this current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field, what will happen there? A force will be experienced there. Due to that force, what will happen? This conductor will move. Towards which direction it will move, that we can get from Fleming's left hand rule. Listen children, so here you can see the current is passing from positive to X, then to A, B, C, D. I told you here the direction of current through AB and CD both are opposite in direction. In AB that is from A to B, CD that is from C to D. That is placed in this magnetic field, so this rectangular coil will move. I told you we can use the Fleming's left hand rule to say the direction of motion of this rectangular coil. Listen children, here you can see this in this part AB, current is moving from A to B. So here what will happen? According to Fleming's left hand rule, we can say due to the force, okay, the force experienced on this conductor that makes this AB move downwards, okay. The force acting on this AB pushes this part downwards. Then what will happen to the CD? You know children, if the direction of current is changing, what will happen? Direction of motion of that conductor will be changed. So here from A to B, here this part is moving in downward direction, that pushes it downward. So here the current is in opposite direction, so we can say here the CD will move upwards. The force acting on the CD pushes it upwards. Why? Here it is down, here it is up. Why? Here the direction of current is changing. The direction of magnetic field is not changing there. The direction of current only changing. Listen here, from A to B, current is moving. Here this part moves down. Okay, the force pushes this AB in downward direction. But here the direction of current is from C to D, opposite to that through A to B. Here what will happen? The CD will move upwards due to that force. Listen children, this is not a coil, you just imagine. If this is a coil, you can see A, B, C, D now. So here what will happen means this AB, this part will move downwards. Okay, then the CD move upwards. This is happening in this case. Okay. So here listen, the force acting on AB pushes that downwards and the force acting on CD pushes it upwards. Then what will happen? This coil is connected to split ring, that is connected to this axle. What will happen? The coil and the axle start to rotate about an axis in which direction? Like this way. So we can say anti-clockwise direction. Now half of the rotation over. Then what will happen? Let us see. Listen children, here I told you these two conducting brushes X and Y, they are not fixed with this P and Q. Okay, but they are in contact with this P. Okay, these two are conducting, that's why this current can pass through this. Then after the half rotation, what will happen? Listen here children. Now here X and Y just in touch with this P. X is in touch with P, Y is in touch with Q. They are not fixed. So if this coil is moving, what will happen? I told you this coil will rotate in anti-clockwise direction. It will turn there in anti-clockwise direction. Along with that, this axle also starts to move. Then P and Q, this rings also there, but this X and Y, they will not move. Okay. Now after that half rotation, what will happen? Listen here, you can see that diagram. Now you can see here A there, that A is in contact with P, that you can see. So here this is the split ring P that is in contact with the conducting brush Y. In this side what? Here you can see the other end of the coil D, that is connected to Q, split ring Q there, but that is in contact with X. After that half of the rotation. Okay children, as the first half of that rotation you can see X is in contact with P, Y is in contact with Q. After that half of the rotation you can see X is in contact with Q, Y is in contact with P. Now, if this key is closed, what will happen? It is already closed. Then what will happen? So, here the current pass from positive terminal to negative terminal. So, here you can see positive terminal to X, then to this Q, then what is the direction? D, C, B, A, then to P, then to I, then to negative terminal. So, here we can say the direction of current is changed. What is the direction here? Here the direction of current is from D to A, D, C, B, A. Then here what will happen? The CD, due to the force, the CD push down. Then this part AB, it will push up. What is happening there? You know, current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field, a force will be experienced. In this we can say the direction of current in this CD is from D to C. In this AB, that is from B to A. Comparing CD and BA, you can say the direction of current is opposite. Okay, so here what will happen? Due to the force, this part CD, that will push downwards and this part AB will push upwards. You know, if the direction of current is changing, the direction of force will also be changed. Then what will happen? Again this coil will rotate in the same direction as the first part. So, in anti-clockwise direction, this coil will rotate. Then what will happen? Now one rotation over. Then next half of the rotation, like this way it will happen. Current is from X to P, A, B, C, D. Then what will happen there? Then this AB push downwards and the CD push up. Then after that half of the rotation what will happen? Here the CD pushes downwards and this AB it will push upwards due to that force. So like this way we can see this axle, this coil along with this axle is rotating in anti-clockwise direction. So listen children, here the reversing of this current is repeated at each half of the rotation. Children, I told you, in case of electric motor, each half of the rotation, the direction of current is changing, the direction of current is reversing. We have a device that can reverse the direction of flow of current in a circuit. We can call that as commutator, okay. In electric motor which is acting as a commutator, split rings act as a commutator. You know children, these split rings are connected with the axle P and Q there, that is in contact with their conducting brushes. These brushes are not moving if this axle is rotating there, but these split rings are moving there. Due to that only we can reverse the direction of current. So in case of electric motor, these split rings are reversing the direction of current. So we can say these split rings act as a commutator in electric motor. Children, now you know the construction and the working of an electric motor. I told you in that the coil is placed between the poles of a magnetic field. So if this coil is wound over a soft iron core, then we can call this as armature. Okay, then this armature is placed between the poles of a magnet. That magnet we can say field magnet. In this electric motor, this magnet is stationary, that is not moving there, but this armature is moving, that is rotating there. Here you can see commercial motor, they use an electromagnet in place of permanent magnet. There you can see large number of turns in that conducting wire, that means large number of turns you can see in that coil. This coil is wound on a soft iron core. Okay. Next class we will discuss electromagnetic induction.